Matchday 13 in La Liga. EA Sports brought us the game between Real Valladolid and Athletic Club taking place at the José Zorrilla. There was obviously a minute's silence ahead of kickoff, respected by both sets of players and fans, in memory of all those who've sadly lost their lives in the terrible floods in the region of Valencia. Valladolid were coming into this game knowing that a victory would take them out of the bottom three, and they had the first chance of the game. A good ball in that was met by Juma Bar, but it was just hurried over the bar by Aguirre Zabala. Valladolid opting to go into this one with a back five, with four in midfield, and Mamadou Silla leading the line. Athletic Club making 6 changes to the side that drew with Betis last time out. And it was Valladolid who had the next chance of the game as well, and the first on target, as it was met by Lucas Rosa. And again, Aguirre Zabala was equal to it. Athletic Club coming into this one undefeated in their last 5 in all competitions, and they thought they had an early lead. But Nico Williams was unable to put this chance into the back of the net. Alex Berenguer was playing as the number 9. He may not be the tallest player, but they're playing really well as the target man, holding up the defender and laying it off to Nico Williams, who really just couldn't do enough and couldn't hit the target there, rolling the ball past the back post. First yellow card of the game was showed to Anwar Tuami for this heavy challenge on Yeray. One of those players who was coming into the starting 11 for Athletic Club. Valverde making a whole host of changes. Next up with a strike was Beñat Prados. Couldn't hit the target though. Valladolid very happy to go and resort to their direct football. Athletic Club with a side looking to play the ball with the possession, had over 65% possession in their favour. And yet, Mikel Jaureguizar was the next man to see a booking in the game, the first for Athletic Club. Mamadou Silla was trying to find space in behind constantly, and here almost forced a mistake out of Aitor Paredes, claiming here that the ball had been kicked back to Aguirre Zabala as he picked the ball up with his hands, but that was actually deemed as just a simple clearance. Therefore, it was not a back pass. Much to the fury, obviously, of Paulo Pezzolano. Raúl Moro was the main danger man on the night, though, for Real Valladolid. And here he managed to dribble his way through the Athletic Club midfield and was brought down, leading to Beñat Prados being shown a straight red card by the referee on the day. Challenge from behind in midfield. Not too cynical, as the studs weren't very high, but still the referee opting to initially show a red card. It was checked by VAR, and the red card was actually rescinded and turned into a yellow. Beñat Prados really getting away with one there, but it meant that Athletic Club went into half-time with both of their midfielders on a yellow card. This, though, was still another late chance in stoppage time. Raúl Moro looking for his goal on the night. Not hitting the inside of the net, but the top of it. Top of the net, just there. Not a bad hit, though, at all from Raúl Moro. Ernesto Valverde reacted, wanting more from his side, but making a triple change at half-time. Both midfielders who were on a booking, Jaureguizar and Beñat Prados, were replaced by Vesga and Ruiz de Galarreta. Álvaro Jaló would also enter the fray to replace Unai Gómez. De Marcos would then play the first ball into the box, and Jaló's first touch was this header, but he couldn't guide it on target. Jaló would eventually move out to the left-hand side. with Nico Williams cutting in. Yeah, Jalot failing by quite some way to hit the target. Athletic Club may have been undefeated in the last few games, but they did travel to the José Zorrilla, having drawn their last 2 matches. They hadn't drawn 3 consecutive games in a row since April 2021. Some bad news for Athletic Club, though, as Alex Berenguer pulled up with an injury about midway through the second half. Instantly knew he wasn't going to be able to continue. He hobbled off, and on in his place would come Gorka Guruzeta. Valladolid would also make a double change. Ivan Sanchez, as well as Marcos André, would enter the fray. It was Anwar Tuami coming off, as well as Mamadou Silla. As there we see the Athletic Club change as well. Valladolid weren't creating too much going forward in the second half. This chance, though, cut short for them. Foul from Mikel Vesga, leading to a yellow card. Down Lucas Rosa. Quique Perez would then play this free kick into the box. It was just headed wide. Javi Sanchez seemingly picking up an ankle injury in that one, but he was able to continue. Still, good flight on the set piece from Quique Perez. Header, though, wide from Marcos André. It was actually Javi Sanchez who almost injured himself with a bad movement of the ankle. Fortunately, he was able to carry on. Nico Williams was next up from a corner to try and cause some trouble. He found Jalot once again. Jalot could only head wide, similar to his previous chance earlier on in the half. It's fair to say both sides struggled in the second period to create clear-cut and decisive chances. Guruzeta didn't see too much of the ball, really, until the latter stages of the game. He was caught here by David Torres. Another booking for another Valladolid player. Galarreta and Vesga did bring the ball. He moved a bit quicker in midfield, and this led to De Marcos picking out Guruzeta. The front man could only hit this one first time wide of the goal, despite putting the ball through the legs of Juma Bar. Good ball in, though, from the Athletic Club captain, Oscar De Marcos. Mario Martin would then come on for the host, replacing Quique Perez. And he was instantly shown a yellow card for bringing down Alvaro Jalot, pulling back the shirt. But Valladolid, despite being fairly quiet going forward in the second half, would actually take the lead. An initial cross from Luis Perez was only cleared as far away as Ivan Sanchez, who chipped the ball back in, and it was headed home by Raúl Moro, Real Valladolid's main danger man this season in LaLiga EA Sports, his 3rd goal of the campaign, and he is now Valladolid's top goal scorer in LaLiga EA Sports this term. A good header as well to beat Julen Aguirre Zabala. Marcos André missing the first touch, but then Ivan Sanchez, the second half substitute, lobbing the ball in, and Raúl Moro able to head that one out of the reach of Aguirre Zabala. Really clever finish as well. Raúl Moro only scored 2 goals last season in La Liga Hypermotion for Real Valladolid. He's now scored 3 in his first season in the top flight. Already improving on his numbers, and that's a goal he can be proud of. Athletic Club, though, did take an extra step forward as they went behind. Nico Williams looking to make up for his big miss in the first half, tried to score the equaliser from distance, but he can only put the shot wide of the back post. That being said, Real Valladolid really did sit back for the final 5+ minutes as they watched Athletic Club playing the ball into their box constantly. Here, Alvaro Jaló would just miss out on the ball. Ball that was floated into the box. Raúl Moro received a standing ovation as he was replaced in the final minutes. Victor Meseguer came on for him, and Stanko Juric was replaced by Eray Chomert. Chomert's first involvement was a yellow card as he instantly brought down Íñigo Ruiz de Galarreta. A fairly cynical challenge. And when it all seemed lost, Athletic Club were able to still rescue a point with 2 minutes of stoppage time left of play. A good free kick into the penalty area. Gorka Guruzeta somehow hitting it with almost a swivel shot, if you will. It looked like it was going to be a fairly simple save for Karl Hein, but the Arsenal loanee could only help the ball into the back of his own net. A very big mistake, and that meant that at least Athletic Club would leave the José Zorrilla with a point rather than leaving empty-handed. But it's a very awkward finish from Gorka Guruzeta. One that he won't care one little bit about, though, as it was an important equaliser. 1-1 was the final score at the José Zorrilla between Real Valladolid and Athletic Club.